Stop scrolling for a moment, because this is not just another celebrity headline. This is a story about survival, truth, and a choice that changed everything. Tonight, we're not talking about awards, box office numbers, or iconic roles. We're talking about a moment that nearly ended a legendary life, and how that moment became the beginning of something extraordinary. At 87 years old, Sir Anthony Hopkins has shared a message so honest, so raw, and so powerful that it's resonating far beyond Hollywood. This is the story of 50 years of sobriety, one life saving decision, and a reminder to all of us to choose life. Sir Anthony Hopkins, one of the most respected and celebrated actors in the history of cinema, is marking a milestone that has nothing to do with Oscars, accolades, or red carpets, and everything to do with survival, courage, and personal transformation. On December 29, the legendary actor took to Instagram to share a deeply personal video message with his nearly 6 million followers. In the video, Hopkins calmly and thoughtfully reflected on a moment from his past that nearly cost him his life. 50 years ago, on the very same date, the Oscar winning actor was driving his car in a drunken blackout, a dangerous and reckless moment that could have ended in tragedy. At the time, Hopkins says he was having what he believed to be too good a time. But that illusion of fun was masking a far more serious and destructive reality: alcoholism. Looking back now, with 5 decades of clarity and sobriety behind him, Hopkins speaks not with shame, but with honesty and wisdom earned through experience. In the video, Hopkins congratulates viewers on reaching another year of life, offering warm New Year wishes before pivoting into his deeply personal revelation. He explains that the night he nearly lost his life became the turning point that forced him to confront the truth about his relationship with alcohol. That realization, he says, was simple but profound. He needed help. Rather than hiding behind fame or denial, Anthony Hopkins chose a different path. He sought support, stopped drinking, and began what would become a lifelong commitment to sobriety. That decision, made 50 years ago, didn't just save his career, it saved his life. Hopkins is careful not to glamorize his past struggles. Instead, he speaks plainly, naming alcoholism for what it was and acknowledging how dangerously close he came to losing everything. With quiet humility, he tells viewers that life on the other side of addiction is better, clearer, fuller, and worth choosing every single day. What makes the moment even more poignant is the timing. Just 2 days after sharing the video, Hopkins would celebrate his 88th birthday on December 31. Standing on the edge of another year, another birthday, another chapter, the actor reflects on the life he's been able to live because of that one decision made half a century ago. So maybe I did something right, he says with a gentle smile, adding, I don't know. It's a line delivered with Hopkins' signature blend of dry humor and deep humility. Never preaching, never boasting, just sharing. Over the years, Hopkins has occasionally spoken about his journey with sobriety, but this message felt different. It wasn't an interview, a book excerpt, or a scripted speech. It was a direct conversation, one human being speaking to millions of others, many of whom may be facing their own private battles. He ends the message with a simple but powerful call: choose life instead of the opposite. Life, 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 and more life. The response was immediate and overwhelming. Fans, fellow actors, and everyday people flooded the comments with messages of gratitude, admiration, and shared stories. Many thanked Hopkins for his honesty, saying his words gave them hope, strength, or the courage to seek help themselves. Others simply expressed awe at the quiet grace with which he continues to live speak. This milestone adds another remarkable layer to an already legendary career. Anthony Hopkins' journey from a young Welsh actor struggling with addiction to one of the most revered performers in the world is nothing short of extraordinary. His performances have terrified us, moved us, and broken our hearts, but his real life story may be his most powerful role of all. Hopkins has often spoken about how sobriety allowed him to truly show up, not just as an actor, but as a person. Clear minded and present, he went on to deliver some of the most iconic performances in film history, earning multiple Academy Awards and the respect of generations of artists. But in this moment, none of that seems to matter to him as much as the simple fact that he's alive, that he chose help, that he chose life. As the world heads into a new year, Hopkins' message feels especially timely. It's not about perfection or grand resolutions. It's about one decision, made one day at a time and repeated for 50 years. It's about acknowledging when something is hurting you and being brave enough to walk away. In an industry often obsessed with youth, image, and success, Anthony Hopkins reminds us that the most meaningful victories are the ones fought quietly, behind the scenes, when no cameras are rolling. At 87, nearing 88, he stands not just as a Hollywood icon, but as a living testament to resilience. His story is proof that it's never too late to change, never too late to choose life, and never too late to inspire others simply by telling the truth. As he wished his followers a happy new year and a happy life, Hopkins left us with something far more valuable than a headline. He left us with perspective, with hope, and with a reminder that sometimes the most powerful stories aren't about fame, but about survival. And for those listening who may be struggling right now, his message echoes louder than ever. Life is better on the other side, and help is worth seeking. If this story moved you, inspired you, or made you think, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who might need hope today. Leave a comment if Anthony Hopkins' words resonated with you, and follow for more real, human celebrity stories that go beyond the spotlight. Because sometimes the most powerful news isn't about fame, it's about choosing life.